think I just said what the work was. Therapy, holding myself accountable to make better decisions. Like I don't really, and I want to address him real fast because it didn't matter whether or not he worked. The reason why I was leaving was because he wouldn't keep a job, but the domestic violence occurred after he knew I was leaving. So no, I'm not going to stay whether he was working or paying the bills at that point or not, because I'm out of there. But people have a lot of opinions and they have a lot that they want to say. But I never said these men were bad. I chose bad. So this is what I got from what I chose. So I'm gonna always hold myself accountable.
I got a question. Have you ever asked these guys what they didn't like about you? Because because it's always two. You know what I mean? Like I don't invalidate that you chose wrong, right? But this is when I learned the self accountability. I asked the men what is something that they didn't like about me, because it's always two. If things I didn't like about them, but it was the way they reacted, it was about me as well. I feel like we choosing wrong. That's one part of it, but we also got to know where we go wrong as well. So that was just a question that I was asking. Is it something that they said that they didn't like about you?
So I never got a chance to talk to him about anything because I never seen him again after that. But
yeah, that's fair. And the reason why, that's a fair assessment. Because the reason why I asked when I was doing my self accountability, I asked 3 different guys, my ex-husband, my ex, and my ex-partner, and they all came to the same thing. So that's how I knew it. That's something that I had to work on. So that's what I'm saying. Had you had that type of accountability before?
But I did talk to my
about you.
Talking back.
No, that was one of my
damn mouth.
Actually, that's false. I do not talk back. That's false.
What they didn't like? What they didn't like?
None of y'all business. It ain't my day. We on Jamie today.
No, it's me.
No. Be honest with you. I had a whole lot of insecurities, and that could really drain. And men don't like that. And I had to learn that as well. So that's what I'm saying. Is it something that they didn't like about you? And it shows if you're questioning them, when you look at and then these are, things like that. So definitely. That's what I'm saying. Is something
I can say what my ex would say about me that he didn't like that caused us problems was I talked back a lot. So I had a lot of opinions and he said I yelled at him all the time. I don't really think I yelled at him, but I guess I did.
Take it. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. But you just learn. Yeah.
And
lock his ass up.
But being Hispanic, we're already loud. I'm already a loud person, and I'm already animated when I speak. So I talk with my hands. So that could come off as aggressive. And also, I was in my masculine. I was in my masculine for a long time, and I feel like these men, Puerto Rican, these men.
Oh, so you got picked up by the passport, bro, or what?
No, because I'm Puerto Rican. I was born here. Okay, I'm not.
Oh, okay. I'll just make.
And Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, so we don't need a passport to go there.
It's a fair assessment, and the only thing is, I was told before that I talked to one of them like I was his mama. So, but I take all this in because at the end of the day, I can't learn the self accountability and things that I go wrong. I didn't want to hear the bad side of me. But other than that, it has really helped me grow in the relationship and just how I communicate further on with men. I think I learned like me and my ex-husband, we didn't have, and I'm learning some things even in therapy too, what I didn't go through when I was married, which is really deep. She really got to something. I'm like, wow, really? But with the person I was with for 13 years, I think he actually showed me the biggest, because I was with him for 13 years.
Oh, now don't get sexual.
So I was with him for a long, long time. So I learned so much just from that 13-year relationship.
I thought she about.
What you was going to say, Dirk? You was being messy today. What?
No, you said he had showed me the biggest. I was like, don't get that.
Not that.
You know your pastor be watching.
I learned a lot from him because I was with him for so long. I mean, we just parted ways in 2020. So just talking to him and listening to his take of me and my bad side, because I can easily say bad stuff. That's why I don't bash my exes online, because I'm like, yeah, they can easily say some stuff about me. So if I can't be neutral and really say what I did, I'm not going to say anything at all. And that's just how I've been.
Let me ask you a question, Dr. Lady O. Now, I
Mm-mm.
seen how you tear a whole new asshole on here with some of these people. Now, when you talking to a man, your man, I know you give him hell whenever he cross the line, ain't it?
Nope. Let me tell you, this is the reason why. When me, this is what me and my ex-husband, we didn't really have our issues. We were just two hot-headed people. But with my ex, and the reason why I use him is he's the latest person I was with. I did not call name because he had an extremely high temper. Like, you really have to know how to not to punch his buttons. And I would push them buttons until, I better stop. I really did do that. I had to learn. Thank God he never did nothing crazy to me. But I was that person that knew how to push buttons. Not really so much my mouth, sometimes my actions and stuff, but he could tell you right now, because we still get along. I just talked to him yesterday. I never call names. I do not call names. I think that's the worst thing you could do in a relationship, is call somebody a name.
Oh, really?
Take that back. You know how hard it is for me to apologize.
I saw you on here, so.
Well, I mean, this is how I react to people online when I'm triggered about stuff, but as far as in person, I'm totally.
There's some truth in the triggers, you know that, right?
Well, when it's about online, not always the truth.
Yeah,
y'all be real mixed.
So Lady O is an internet gangster. She's an internet gangster, not in real life.
Oh,
That's it, but not in person, not in person at all. I'm the. I mean, don't get me wrong. People have always said I had kind of like an undercover smart mouth, because I'm blunt on stuff. I don't sugarcoat things. I've always been that way. If you're thinking I'm going to coddle you, please don't ask me no questions, because I'm going to be straight blunt to you. You're going to think I have a smart mouth, but I'm actually the truth or not. That's where I've always been. But far as being a giver, buyer, I'm that. I've always been that person. I've never changed from that. But when it comes down to men, I learned how to wash my mouth. But so that's why I was asking her earlier, what did the men say about her? Because it matters, and we want to hold ourselves accountable going forward, because there are some great guys out there.
I was gonna say, Dr. Lady O, I think that's one of the best advice that we can give women, specifically if you're looking to grow as a person, right, and change. Because I went through the same thing, but just younger, right? With my daughter's father, I was with him for like 10 years. So he knew me the best. And he would always say certain things about me, and I would, blow it off like you just talking until I actually started taking it in. And then once you're hearing it from other people, it's like, okay, now everybody can't be lying about this same thing. That's a problem. So that really is an issue. And I had to start taking accountability, like, okay, I don't like it when you tell me no, or sometimes I do get a little snappy. I had to start asking him, what are the things you feel like I can change? How could I be a better partner? Or what should I have done better in the relationship, or whatever like that? I think that's something a lot of women should do. I know it's hard though, right? Because a lot of women, like you stated, we don't like to hear about ourselves. We instantly get defensive. Our guard is instantly up. And sometimes you have to calm yourself down and be able to take that criticism in, especially if you're on that path of healing and growing, especially also if you want to partner in a successful relationship in the future, even just friendships, personal relationships, business relationships. You need to be able to take in criticism, look at yourself, fix those things. And the only way you can do that is by asking the people that have already dealt with you, whether you thought it was a satisfactory relationship or not.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So, and you said one thing. So I have a few friends who are younger than me. I have some friends that's in their 40s. Sometimes we talk, and there are things they may see in me, and they'll be like, okay, so such. And there are things I may see in them. And I can tell you, accountability, when I tell you, accountability make you cry. And when you really say, I fucked up, I'll be honest with you. Even when I go back and listen to some of these videos, when I popped out cuss folks, I'm like, oh my God, I even said, Durban, I sent you an apology for that thing. Because I'm like, oh my God, I got to do this. So I'm learning now, okay, I got to I need to tone it down for me, because I know this is how people think I am in real life, you know. And it's like I'm almost timid. Like real, I'm quiet. I can be the person in the room, but I'm the person that you can call, you can tell your issues to. It don't go outside of nowhere. I've met some awesome people online. I met awesome people on TikTok, YouTube. I'm extremely good friends with. We met in person. We've had lunch. We talk on the phone. You know, got the person that do my braids on my TikTok page. You know, the lady that do my skin. All this stuff. You know, this is how I am with people in real life. But I know I can get very, very ugly. They know that too. They say you can
Well,
get that.
since you said that, I'm not afraid to come around you, because I was gonna
No.
come to your I was gonna come to your church, bring the wife and kids to the come to
Come
the church.
on.
But I was at first, I was like, no, my wife
Not
probably
like
slapped
that.
the shit out of that lady over watch about her mouth.
No, not like that. But you know, I've had people say, you know, when you went, did you have on sun church today? You was in Publix, right? So I've had people see me in person that follow me.
Hold on, what kind of shorts you had on? Publix? No, don't be.
Yeah, Publix is my favorite store, baby. Okay, I love it.
Okay, you said you had some type of shorts on. You ain't had the wrong one.
No, I have no shorts on. I wear a whole bunch of these jumpsuits. I work from home.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna say.
That's why
you say you was adult.
No,
so we gotta make sure that you won't out there.
No, that's
Miss Pearl coming in here. Always got the swoop laid. Okay, then. I think last Thursday they had to go in the other direction or something like that.
Oh,
maybe I'm lying.
Pearl, I know. Yeah, so you know, so just looking back on things that I see how I communicate with some people, been seeing videos of me from this show. I'm like, oh Lord.
Did your pastor see it?
I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, I gotta tone it down a little bit.
Your pastor saw it, Lord.
Why ain't worried about my pastor? Because oh Lord,
he hit you with the anointing. He said, come here, let me put that.
No, I'm not trusting him. I'm not worried about my pastor. But he got it. But you know, but just seeing yourself and just understanding that we have flaws too. Like you say, Jamie, you did put yourself out there. You look, we are flawed. I'm not perfect. I'm a divorced woman, you know. But it's how did you grow from it? What did you learn from it? What can you, you know, how you teaching the younger people, you know, that's the important thing.
I will also say the one man that really got me when he told me about myself was my son. My son, as an adult, he's the one that said to me, Mom, you ain't always right, and stop trying to make it. You want to argue people down, and you're wrong. And it's okay to be wrong sometimes. And he said to me, you make people feel like they're not as smart as you if they're telling you that you're wrong. And he was like, a lot of times you made me feel like that. And that's what really got me together. When I had that conversation with my son, I didn't care what my exes thought.
So I didn't get you together.
When it came to, you always get me
I didn't get you together.
No, I'm talking about before my healing journey. It was my son that pulled my coat. And that was like, Mom, like, I don't like when you make me feel X, Y, and Z, because you don't let me talk. You don't listen to my feelings. You want to just be right. You don't want to listen to anybody else. And that got me. And that's what made me start to look at myself and what I'm doing. Because if I'm doing that with my own son, I know I was doing that with these men.
The kids will come and tell you some stuff. I know mine was like, yeah, Mom, you went all that yourself. But that's okay. That's what you want for them to do. You want them to do that because that's how they're going to grow and things. Because I hear a lot of people now just saying, you know, my mom would never listen to me. So when she get old, I'm still on a nursing home. I ain't gonna never look back, you know. And I was like, all you gotta do is listen to your kid, you know, when they come to you, especially as adult men and they're teenagers and adults, they're gonna come for you. I don't know why people think they little kids ain't coming for them when they get older. They coming for y'all because I went after my mama and my kids came after me, okay?
And that's the hardest conversation to have.
My daddy, I want you to sit down and tell us what happened. They asked these questions and I had to answer it. It was hurtful, but I had to do it so they can grow and be the men that they are. I'm just saying it's gonna happen. And accountability, you don't get through life without accountability.
Jamie, real quick, you're not from New York, are you?
The Bronx.
Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, y'all.
You can hear it in her voice.
I already know what it is.